Okay, so dear Dhamma practitioners, we're going to start our ongoing meditation session. So be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight, make head straight in one line and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, you can mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, in these ongoing meditation sessions, we mainly try to share information related to tranquility meditation and Vipassana meditation. So our purpose is giving this information for you to build up a very good foundation for your own practice. So why we need to practice meditation? Why we need to learn these things? Because as you know, sometimes when people come and they say they raise in this culture, in this way, in that way, like that. They raise in certain religious background. And then, so whatever the lifestyle they raise and they believe on it and they go with it. So if you know the very connotation of the race, the very meaning of racing, and it is need to done by somebody else with the effort. But when it comes to human life, if you race in certain culture or in certain religion or the tradition, who you are, what happened to you, why somebody else put the effort on you to develop you. So you have to remember the human life, you cannot raise humans. You can raise the cows, animals. You can raise them. Why? You take care of them from the danger. You put the food and you provide the necessary facilities and security. You can raise animals, but you cannot raise humans. But the very society ourselves, we trying to do that. And then what will happen? We develop a lifestyle. It's kind of like you are in a sleeping mood. So as you know, that if somebody say, I put my cat into sleep, I put my dog into sleep, what does that mean? That's mean dead. So like that, if you raise in a culture, tradition, in a certain believing method, if you raise, it's kind of like you put into sleep. It's like even though you live, the very fundamental human qualities of the nature dead in you. So then the human mind cannot raise, it need to cultivate. So the meditation is a method to bring the skill for yourself to cultivate. So when your mind cultivate, it is not bringing the outside information and put it to you, which the knowledge we put in day-to-day life today. And that is the very basic method we practice today. We think cultivation means bringing many knowledge, ideas from outside and put on us. No, why people have this behavior? Because when it come to these machines, computers, and you know there is a way, cut and paste. There is a way that you can copy. So the same method came to people also. People copy, cut and paste. You take something from somebody and put it to you, and then you think you're going to be like somebody. You're not going to become like that. So don't use that cut and paste method to cultivate you. It never going to bring who you are. It never going to develop your real authentic human life. It's going to make you put into sleep. So then, that's why this meditation is very necessary. Another thing is, when it comes to cultivation, the growth happens when you become free. When you have the freedom in you, openness in you, the growth going to happen. So then why that the growth not happening in us? The very reason, when you interfere with the memory itself make you very limited person. So the memory, theory, patterns, knowledge, dogmas, believings, this all same thing, the same method. Ideas, same thing. And that we put that everything together and mix it, grind it, blend it, and bring something new, which we call self-centered view. What is your self-centered view? Means your history. So, but can you come to a point to experience something without the history? Why we need the history to experience this moment? Why you need the history to experience what is happening right now, right here? And that is where we have the fear. And we hold it to fear and believing that what we know is going to make us who we are. It's never going to happen. It's never going to transform you to somebody, the brand new person. It always make a kind of like a copy from your past to today. So our thoughts is kind of like a printing machine. It will keep going like a billions times. And you can become billion times in this unknown samsara. Eons by eons, you will keep doing same thing maybe. What's the point? But as a human being, just give a chance yourself to grow a little bit rather than going and repeating the same thing. And allow yourself to cultivate a little bit. Get out of that your comfort zone. So just allow your heart to be open. Experience something without depending from your own memory or the history. You have that capacity. When you come to that point, you will recognize you are so capable to connect to this universal awareness. But when we depending from memory, what will happen? The memory it's the memory, if you put it to certain category, and very academical word, it is according to the Buddha's teaching, 5 hindrance. That's all. The memory, pattern, believing, creations, history, that's everything called 5 hindrance. Those are the hinders that block your experience, newness. And that make you heavy. Your memory make you heavy. That heaviness always bring a struggle to you. So when you start to develop tranquility state, what does that mean? You get out of this hindrance. That means you get out of the memory and you tune to the present moment. In that very moment, what will happen? Each and every cell in your body start to become free, comfortable, and you feel so light. That light, that the comfort, weightlessness, that bring the joy inside you. It is a different kind of joy, satisfaction. That satisfaction uplift you. And that satisfaction bring the deeper confidence than we experience the confidence in this outside world with the help from the other things. So once you have that comfort in you, joy in you, satisfaction in you, anymore you not going to depend from outside. And that is where you gain the real power. Once you have that, you can really observe what is happening inside you. Because mostly that what is happening inside us, we don't see. Why? Well, one reason is we are so tangled with this outside information. So then come to the point. And remember, and we sometimes believing, trusting this, the body we experience, the environment, nature we experience, seasons we experience, timeline we experience. We enjoy this all, moon, sun, earth, wind, this all we experience. And oh, this is my family, this is my husband, wife, children, neighborhood, this is my village, country, nation, this is my religion. So we experience this believing and putting identity on it. But remember that anything doesn't care about you. It doesn't care who you are, what's happening to you. The time, especially the time. One day it's going to hit you hard, and anymore you have no time here. When you expired, it doesn't matter the sun or the moon or the wind or the seasons you enjoy. It doesn't matter, it doesn't care what happened to you. You have to go. Even your husband, wife, children, friends, family member, it doesn't care. They cannot do anything. When you dying, they start to move away from you. There's no one going to be with you and going to go with you. You have to deal with just by yourself. How are you going to do it? You maybe enjoy the nature, the wind, the seasons, the timing, but maybe you just forget. It slowly, everything so slowly eating you, killing you, biting you little by little. It's like a termite. So then you have to be very careful. So whatever the things that you do in your life, find the meaning to it and bring the purpose to it. And look into yourself and see what is the outcome going to be. Is it profitable for you and for others? And evaluate yourself. That evaluation itself bring the cultivation to your mind, your life. You will see that. Because that evaluation you brings to you when you are aware about your own bodily, verbally, mentally action. If you don't do it, what will happen later? By the time you get disappointed, angry, sad, worry, then the jealousy, this whole bunch of things can come. But when once you start to have the awareness, the mindfulness, awakened mind, moment by moment, that you will see whatever happened in your life, you're not going to tangle with this outside circumstances, with that outside situation. You're always going to deeper inside you and see how you deal with it. And you evaluate your own awareness. That is the skill you need. That is the power you need. That is what called cultivation. Day by day, when you evaluate yourself deeper, how you did it, and you're going to see something. And that is the power that inside you have. And that is not something you're going to ask or validate from somebody else. You cannot. That is where you day by day, you're going to build up the trust on that awareness deeper in you. So then, always remember, you have to do this by yourself. And another thing, always you need to remember something in life. This is kind of like, if I bring a simile, that world famous players, and so soccer, Ronaldo, Messi. So like when they play, and whole other team, even in the basketball, the late Kobe Bryant, when they play, whole other team go against, and billion money funding for the other team to tackle these players. And these players has a capacity to go against that whole bunch of resistance and win the game. So then he become a good player. And when you become a good player, what's happening? That the other side, more and more money funding and develop methods, techniques to tackle these good players. So that's mean when you do good, remember this very carefully. When you do good, and there are a lot of things that start to come against you. But you don't need to worry about it. You don't need to hate about it. You don't need to fight about it. Only thing you should know, just to do what you do properly. Do your best. Not to get disturbed with the outside and not to go against with it, but to do yourself the best. Because it's always going to happen. So then the inner, so and when it comes to the conventional life, the same. Maybe your own husband, wife, children, friends, and family members, parents, they want the life to perform you to the way they want. They don't look that you should be the completely free, new, brand new person to your own life. They want to perform the whatever the life they want. That's the very nature. It's nothing wrong with it. Your neighborhood, your culture, tradition, your nations, they favor for you because if you keep doing exactly what they like. And remember, once you start to find the new ways, what will happen? They start to funding millions, dollars to tackle you. So then now bring the same simile to inside you. Your entire head to toes, this nerve, this body, atoms, each and every cell in your body. It's like a blueprint from the memory you brought from the past. So now you have the thought to be aware about the present moment. So then what will happen? It's like, the good player start to play against the other team. That everybody, come against and try to tackle. The same like each and every muscle memory start to come and tackle your awareness. But still, you should not, resist. You should not go with it. Because that itself make the journey successful. So then what you need to do? Just you should know when the pain arises, discomfort arises, any sound come, if anybody disturb you while you practice meditation, you have to understand. This all part of a game. This all part of the game. This everything try to tackle you. So then what you need to do? Bring the effort again and again for you and do your best for your practice. If you don't do that and if you go with that, whatever the disturb, then you lose the game. So then the awareness means that is the only way that you can get out of this all mess. Otherwise, it always going to be around us. We're going to be around it. So this enlightenment means it's not you gain something from outside. No, you gain this awareness deeply inside you and recognizing. When things happen, you recognize things as it is. Not only that, that recognition will help you to understand how things come to be as they are. And when you come to that point, there is no doubt. No, the world always go. How things happen, why things happen. And maybe we know certain things, but still, And regarding ourselves, how much things we know, how this is happening within us. So people search with this all the how, why things, regarding the world. But this is the method that you go and tap into inside you and recognizing how this life happening. Once you come to this point, now all the doubt, all the tangles, and all the difficulties happening in our mind going to go out. So that's why this practice is necessary. So if you go through any difficulty, hard time, sadness, worry, disappointment, unhappiness, fear, anxiety, depression, unbalance, just sit a little bit and just observe, and while you're observing what you recognize, go with it. Go with it, moment by moment, moment by moment. Go with it, go with it without collecting the memory, without collecting experience. Just move forward. And you already will get into the freeway of enlightenment. So let's get into practice a little bit. In your right palm on your left. So head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. And bring your attention to your body and scan head to toes yourself and say Swapatveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable, may my breath be more smooth, may no difficulties come to me, may all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So in the beginning, deeply and gently breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation in front of your nose and your upper lip area. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. Don't interfere with it. Just recognize it as it is. Do nothing extra. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, and around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, the stars, reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward, visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward and upward. To all six directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Also by the power of this meritorious activities, may all of your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata cha ammihi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Imaya Dhamma Nudhamma Patipattiya Buddham Pujemi Dhammam Pujemi Sangham Pujemi Attaya Imaya Patipattiya Jati Jara Vyadi Maranam Ha Paribundisami Idamme Punya Kammang Asavakkaya Vahang Hotu Sabba Dukkha Pamuncatu Bliss.